Hello friends, so this is going to be a short video. Many of you requested me to make a video on IBPS Clerk Mains Examination Cutoff. I have already discussed it in Hindi and many of you requested me to make a video in English. Okay, so I am making you a video in English. Okay, so before that, these two courses I am running in English: Reasoning for Bank Examination and Quantitative Aptitude for Bank Examination. You can enroll in these two courses. These two courses are free. I will pin the comment below. That will direct you to the respective courses. Okay, whatever you want to watch, you can watch it from there. The lectures are free. Okay, if you want, I will add more lessons in that courses. Okay, let's come back to the point. IBPS Clerk Mains Examination. Okay, what would be the cutoff of IBPS Clerk Mains Examination? Let's discuss what was the level of examination. Starting with current affairs. The current affairs section was a bit moderate. Okay, it was not very easy that one can easily cross 35 plus attempts. Okay, I would say that this section was moderate. Okay, many of the questions was from December and November. Okay, it was not like that. Some few questions like the merger question came. One question was of merger. Punjab National Bank is going to merge with this bank. That was a question of few months old. Okay, few months old current affairs. And apart from that, many questions were from November, December, and few questions were from January month. Okay, so overall the section was moderate, and good attempt would be around 25 to 30 attempt would be a good attempt. At least let's say 28 to 30 attempt would be a good attempt. Now moving towards the reasoning section. Okay, reasoning section. Okay, let's talk about English. English section was a bit moderate to difficult. Some questions were difficult, like the sentence rearrangement, in which you have to arrange the sentences first. Like A was in two parts, first part and the second part was bold. B had two part, first part and second part was bold. Similarly, C, L, D and E. You have to arrange the second part first. You have to make a meaningful sentence. First make the sentences meaningful, and then after making the sentences meaningful, now rearrange the sentence. What will be the first sentence? A, B, C, D. What will be the third sentence? Okay, this was a tricky question. Okay, this was a tricky question. And apart from that, many students who are good in English message me in our Telegram group. Or if you want to join the Telegram group, the link is given in the comment section. You can join our Telegram group from there, and the link is in the description also. Okay, you can join our Telegram group. Okay, so English section was a bit difficult, moderate to difficult, and many students who are good in English were still not able to do all the questions in English. Okay, the good attempt would be around 30. Still the good attempt would be around 30. If you are good in English, you could have done 30 questions. Let's say 25 to 30 would be a good attempt in English. I'm saying about good attempts, not marks. Okay, now let's talk about reasoning section. Okay, in reasoning section there was a trap that some questions was of 2 marks question, so it was of 2 marks. Okay, and that 2 marks question was difficult. Okay, that questions were not easy, but some questions were actually, many questions were of 1 marks question, and that 1 marks question were very easy. Some puzzle was of 1 marks, and that puzzle was very easy. Actually, that was pre-level puzzle, and you could easily get 2 marks from there. Okay, so if you have gone through the smart approach, if you took the smart approach in the reasoning section, then you could have easily attempted 25 to 30 question. Okay, so always keep one thing in mind before attempting the question. If there is a 2 marks question, that question is going to be difficult. If you make that question wrong, then that penalty would be also higher than the 1 mark question. Okay, so always do try to solve that part of the question that every student is going to solve. Okay, first come at the equilibrium. Every student is going to solve easy question. First come at that point, and after reaching that point, then try to accelerate upwards. Okay, then try to accelerate first. If you had done this stupid mistake that you have started your question solving 2 marks question, then if the time if that question took your time, then easy question would be left. Okay, you will not be able to solve easy questions. So always try to come at a equilibrium place. Always try to solve that question that everyone is going to solve. Then from that very point, try to upscale your game. Okay. So you, in the reasoning section, if you have attempted only 1 marks question, if you could have easily attempted 25 to 30 questions. Okay, there was one circular arrangement with blood relation that was a tricky 1 mark question, but that was a tricky one. Okay, apart from that, no questions were tricky of 1 marks. Okay, now talking about quantitative aptitude question. Quantitative aptitude. Okay, in the reasoning, the good attempt would be 25 to 30. Okay, talking about quantitative aptitude question, look, there is a trap in quantitative aptitude too. Now the examiner is aware that the students are coming well prepared with DI section, and in quantitative and quantitative questions, in these types of questions, and in CASLET, the students are preparing very well, and the examiner knows that many students are still not comfortable in solving miscellaneous questions. Okay, if you want, you can watch the courses that I have uploaded. I will soon add memory based miscellaneous question in quantitative aptitude for bank examinations in this courses on my Academy profile. Okay, you can save these courses and you will be notified when I will add that very lesson. Okay, that are memory based miscellaneous word problems of IBPS Clerk Mains. Okay, and they were easy. Actually, frankly speaking, and there were some questions were way too easy. So what was the good approach? Okay, look, first always go through the paper first. Okay, always go through the paper first and see what's the level of question. The tabular DI was difficult. Okay, the tabular DI was difficult. The line graph DI that was based on profit and loss, that was doable. And a CASLET containing mechanical engineers, civil engineers, and chemical engineers and electrical engineer. So easy. That CASLET was easy. You could have easily solved that CASLET in 5 minutes, I say. Okay, so if you have done the paper smartly, picking the right questions, then your attempt would be 25. Okay, the paper was not very easy that you have to cross 30 or 40 questions. No, the paper was not that easy. Good attempt would be 25 in quantitative aptitude. Overall, I am saying, let's talk about what would be the overall cutoff. Some students must have scored very well in certain sections. That's if someone has scored 14 in quantitative aptitude, then it's very good. Okay, let's talk about what in general I'm talking about what would be the cutoff. Okay, so if you have attempted 100 to 120, then you are in the race. Many students will be there that they would have attempted 120 plus. Okay, then you have higher chances of success. I'm talking about from minimum to max. What could expect from the examination. If you have done 100 questions, then you are in the race. Okay, I'm talking about in general, not talking about any state selectively, because it's a state-based vacancy, and it's very difficult to judge what would be the cutoff in each and every state. Okay, so if you have attempted 100 questions to 120 questions, you are in the race. Okay, be positive, a result might come in your favor. Okay, now you are done with IBPS Clerk Mains examinations, and now ahead is your SBI examination and RBI assistant examination. So now concentrate in these two examinations. I will upload many lessons regarding this two examination, related to these two examinations, in this my YouTube channel and on my Academy profile. Okay, if you want, you can subscribe this channel. If you find this video useful, if you like this video, do like it and share with your friend. And as soon as many students will enroll in that two courses, reasoning for bank examinations and quantitative aptitude for bank examinations, I will add more lesson in these two courses. Okay, so we will meet in the next lessons. All the best for your upcoming examination, and all the best for your IBPS Clerk Mains result too. I hope many students from this channel get selected in the examinations. Okay, if you want to share anything, feel free to comment below. Okay, we will chat there. Okay, we will meet in the next lessons, and all the best for your upcoming examinations.